Hi guys, and welcome to my little breakdown of episode 6 promo. Um, my episode 5 review will come shortly, but let's just jump into this. So basically, it starts off with obviously a nice shot of John just sort of pondering the wastelands of the north. But basically, with Beric saying that dead is the enemy, which we know this already. Like it's been sort of drilled into our heads that the dead are the real threat. We've known this for a long time. But now they're going beyond the wall. Now, as you can see here, they've got, when they left, there was 7 of them in like a triangle of destiny as they went out. It's like a nice finishing shot as they go out into the blizzard. But as you can see here, their party consists of more than just the 7 that went out. So they've got a few, I'd like to say red shirts, but people that can get munched and cut to ribbons as they're out in the wilderness, and probably turn into whites as well. It'd be quite cool seeing a guy die and then turn into a white instantaneously again. I think we've seen it. We've seen it a few times at Hardhome and going back up. It'd be quite cool to see it again, like zombie wise. Like, it'd be quite cool. But yeah. There's a. As you can see, you got another no name at the back there. But one of the things that I was wondering about, obviously, the way the show zips around quite a lot recently, is that they could have already made Dragonglass weapons. The objective, obviously, is to capture a white in order to show to Cersei and the rest of the world that they're real and they are a real threat. But it just seemed a bit weird that they haven't shown them constructing Dragonglass weapons yet in order to maybe take on White Walkers if they come across them, which they do. But they could have done. They just haven't shown it. Who knows? But yeah, it's sort of. I don't know where the direction is. I don't know if they've sort of thought, right, we're going to go over here. Maybe they might go. There might be some whites in here. I don't know whether they plan on looking for them. I don't know if they're going finding the army or what. But yeah. So basically, this promo focuses mainly on the relationship between all the misfits that are going out into the wilderness. They're not showing too much of Daenerys and Tyrion and Jaime or Cersei or this thing with Sansa and Arya and Littlefinger's going to be brushing a little bit. I think they're going to focus mostly beyond the wall. I hope so. Majority of the episode. I hope at least a good chunk of the episode will be beyond the wall. Yeah. Here we can see them being surrounded, having to go up against the White Walkers, what we've seen. So yeah, there we go. So we have, it looks like Arya looking above on Winterfell, sort of pondering. Basically, she's been Littlefingered essentially. She's been sort of set up by Littlefinger. I can't remember some of the message. I think I paused the message and it was like, show my fealty to King Joffrey. I think it was signed Sansa. I can't remember where it is. There's definitely someone that's read the whole thing and knows exactly what it is. But it's been planted there. Like Littlefinger knew Arya was following him, so it'd be quite good. Basically saying she's scared. So yeah, this is the scene we're going to be waiting for. Like being surrounded by the White Walkers. Probably a few of the no names being picked off here and there. Awesome. This guy, it looks awesome. Yeah, this guy here looks very weird the way I paused it, but yeah, he's got a sword. Yeah, here's what I was picking up on. I'm sure that's Gendry's hammer. It's hard to tell from my perspective. It looks like Gendry's hammer, but there's no of the sort of thorn accents on, and there's a guy at the back on the left hand side that's got the same sort of swinging motion. Looks a bit like they just copied the Hound and just pasted him across the side. But it doesn't look like Gendry's hammer. It looks like they have got some Dragonglass and they've just fabricated them into little pickaxes. That's what it looks like to me. Or it could be Gendry has lost his hammer or threw his hammer to the Hound and it just is a dodgy angle that we can't see the accent, like the thorn accents. We can see Tormund to the left. He's got the kind of makeshift axe kind of thing going on. So yeah, it could be Dragonglass, or it could just be Gendry's hammer. I don't know. So yeah, we see obviously Jon in single combat with a sort of a White Walker, not like a lieutenant, something like that. Soldier. You've got some whites in the background trying to poke the Hound, I think. And then we've got Gendry with his Warhammer. You can see his Warhammer is slightly different, but it is hard to tell really when it's like just looking at it first time. It does look similar, but I think they're kind of different. Yeah, Gendry just smashing a white in the face. Now, me and Jamie couldn't really identify this. We don't know if this on the right is that it, we can't really tell if that's a torch or just a dodgy angle of Beric's fire sword. We're not sure if this is the group that went out or this is Davos coming out with a group of wildlings to protect Jon as they're coming back, or this is them running back after sustaining casualties. As you can see, there's only, in this shot at least, only 5 of them, and we know 7 plus a few more went out. But we'll find out soon what actually this is. I think it looks like Davos in the middle, and they're coming to assist them coming back in, perhaps. Obviously, Arya, I think talking Sansa here. So, yeah, Beric with fire sword. This is obviously leading up to, we've seen this shot before, but them running through. Do a little head count. It looks like there's only 7, 8 people. There might be 1 no name still left in the group before they all get killed. Or we've lost some main characters by this point. Who knows? But yeah, there's the rock they have their little final stand on. Jon running. Now, another shot with me and Jimmy wasn't quite sure. We think the guy to the left of Jon, on his left, running is either, I want to say Gendry, but I'm not quite sure. It might be Jorah, or Jorah might be the guy behind. The guy chasing them looks, the guy that's flailing his arms around, he looks like a white. He must be a white. I'm not too sure. It's hard to tell from this distance, but. And here he is, Mr. Magnificent himself. Night King. This is obviously when they've been surrounded, you know, and he's come to sort of say, you know, guys, you're not going to win this. You need to come and become one of the cool crew and become a white. But it's going to be interesting if there's any interaction between, if he speaks, like says something to Jon Snow, or because he assumingly has some sort of powers like Bran, so maybe he knows things or has seen things that Bran has, vice versa, who knows. We don't really know the extent of his powers. We've only seen little snippets, so it'll be interesting to see how their interaction is. But you can see their army in the background, a couple more horses, there's going to be more White Walkers. It's looking good. And yeah, that's it. Episode 6, we're nearly at the end now. I mean, after next week, we've got 1 more week left, and then, oh my god, another year or whatever until the next series. So yeah, looking forward to the next episode. Hope you've enjoyed this. Please comment everything that I've missed, but I'll see you guys next time.